Hello and welcome back. Ah, good. This floor was way easier to get up from compared to the sleeky, super fancy floor elsewhere in Rivendell. Welcome back, friends. We're here in Bilbo's rooms. And before we talk to Peregrine Took, let's talk to the other hobbits here. Meriadoc Brandybuck and Samwise Gamgee about the pipeweed we found, if you recall, some distance away in the troll shows some time ago.
How do you do?
You found a barrel of pipeweed out there in the wild? You've got some fortune and no mistake. Pippi has just about run out of his own supply. He'd thank you kindly for that pouch you've got there. I wonder how that barrel came to be laying by the road like that. I agree. How? What about you, Samwise?
Is there something I can do for you?
A barrel of pipeweed just laying out there in the wilderness. That's queer, and I don't care how well preserved the wheat seems to be. I don't trust it. Okay, fair enough. And now you, Peregrine Took.
A lovely day, isn't it?
You found this pipeweed in a barrel by the side of the road? How strange, and how lucky. My pouch is just about empty. Yeah, that's what your friend here has been telling me. I thank you for this, friend. I wouldn't worry too much about the mystery, though. The smoking of pipeweed must be catching on in all circles, not just those of hobbits or wizards. And why not? Take this with my thanks. Yeah, addiction is rampant, huh? These days. Well, wow, we can get pouches of old Toby pipeweed. Wow. A fine grade of pipeweed named after Tobald Hornblower. Oh, I've forgotten about that it's named after Tobald Hornblower. That's a nice piece of lore. What else? We have sweetleaf pipeweed, Shire sweetleaf pipeweed, which is a fragrant variety of pipeweed prized by lore masters, okay? Or a summer greenweed pipeweed, which is a fine variety of pipeweed that is usually available during the summer, okay? Or wizard's fire pipeweed, which is a pipeweed representing the best of all leaf known to hobbits. Well, of course, I'll choose this one then, because I'm not a smoker. At least I can resell it at a better value. Mwahaha. No. Well, I'll definitely resell it though. I don't care about smoking. We're safe for the present, but soon we'll be thrust again into danger. Yeah, all of us, right? All of us, no exceptions. Okay, I'm glad we dealt with that little quest. And let's see what else awaits us here in Rivendell. Um, okay, so we can sell
May I help you?
some stuff here. Don't need to repair anything. So, Elrond's Hall. We need to talk to Elrond about a place of rest now that we have, which was a meta quest. So we'll do that. Yeah, and then we have to decide. Then probably we'll continue with the epic quest and use the beryl that Glorfindel gave us to track where the last of the Nazgul went. So, I'll see you at Elrond's library. Alright. Busy place as usual. Elrond has a lot of followers here.
Dark days are coming.
It is good to see familiar faces, is it not? Those faces are not familiar to me, especially the bear one, but okay. I'm glad that you have returned, for I have decided what course to take against the evils in Narn Tornath. Oh, okay. So, let me see. We don't want to skip stuff here, guys. So, we don't want to do the epic stuff yet. So maybe, let's see, laying to rest the evil dead. Yes, that would make sense.
Dark days are coming.
Let's continue with that. After much consideration and pondering of your reports from the western parts of the troll shows, I am convinced that the servants of the enemy were not, in fact, drawn here by the brief presence of the Nazgul, who passed through a short while ago, but rather answered to one of the Gauntlords, mockeries of the wizards made by Morgoth long ago. That is very interesting, actually. Yes, so the servants of the enemy were not drawn by the Nazgul, even though they're so powerful, the Nazgul, right? Based on the powers of this Gurdring you encountered in Nantornath, I believe the Gauntlord to be Fendur the Virulent, Master of Pestilence. He must be defeated at all cost, but I cannot send one such as yourself alone to face him. His power is too great. There are only 3 within this veil strong enough to oppose a Gauntlord, and neither Gandalf nor I may leave at this time. Therefore, I bid you speak with Glorfindel, and let him know what we have learned. I have no doubt that he will accompany you against this evil. Okay. He would say no more about this quest, so let's go and talk to Glorfindel then. Back at Glorfindel's favorite spot. And here he is.
What do you need?
So, it is as I feared. A Gauntlord has come to the Trollshaws in the wake of the Nazgul and raises an army against Rivendell. See, but he says in the wake of the Nazgul, so still may be drawn by the Nazgul to an extent. Master Elrond speaks truly. This creature must be dealt with at once, and I must be the one to do so. I ask that you accompany me to help put down the minions of the Gauntlord, but do not attempt to confront Fendur yourself, for he will destroy you. I trust you. I mean, you're Glorfindel after all. Speak with me when you're ready to depart. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let us leave at once, then. Heralded by the demise of the gaunt man Gurdring, Glorfindel fears the return of Fendur the virulent, like a virus, yeah, to the Trollshaws. Hoping to strike before Fendur's strength grows too great, Glorfindel has enlisted your aid in quelling the threat posed by this ancient gauntlet of Morgoth. This will be a serious business, guys. No joke. Alright, so here we are in Nantornath. Up here, okay. Let's talk to Glorfindel.
May Gavanen.
The time has come, Bassador. If this Gauntlord fell powers are truly the cause... Sorry. If this Gauntlord's fell powers are truly the cause of the evil in the Trollshaws, he must be dealt with. We cannot allow him to muster any more of the dead and bolster his strength. Ready yourself, Bassador. None shall keep us from this task. I agree. We must hurry, Bassador. I'm usually not proud of things, but I'm proud to be alongside with you. I sent 8 warriors to scout the altar where you encountered Gurdring, for it is likely that sorry, I have to catch here with the text. For it is likely that Fëanor himself has claimed Ostbrandras. Let us move swiftly to find them. Long has it been since Fëanor has revealed himself to the eyes of the living. Yet the disease that grips the Trollshaws can be the work of no other. Hold, Bassador. There is an ill haze in the air ahead. Yes, something is not right here, Bassador. What has Fëanor done to you? Rest easy, my dear friend. A Gauntlord is not easily subdued. My warriors knew who they faced. And their training failed them still. Fëanor's contagion has stripped everything from them, withered to naught, but a husk. What new terror is this? Apologize, guys, but the text moved too quickly for me. So foul spirits, or foul spirits. I think must reach the altar before this sickness can spread any further, possible. Fëanor must not be allowed to bring his ruin to more of these lands, or my kin. Or anybody, for that matter. There is another creature in trouble here, I believe. Why did you send us to our deaths? You knew we stood no chance. Wow. His disease consumed us all. You could have saved us. Silence these lies. Your taunts do not fool me, spirits. They're kind of cute for, foul spirits.
How can I be of service?
Our foes expect us, Passabor. This much is clear. Or they're just well prepared for anybody. I don't know. Fëanor's vile influence has claimed too many of my people and sickened our lands. His disease must be purged from the troll shows. I see only his foul servants here, but the Gauntlord must be nearby. Let us advance with care. Yeah, didn't you see him there? Or at least the helpers of the Gauntlord. Gaunt man. Looks like a ritual, smells like a ritual. It must be a ritual. Fëanor the Virulent. Ah, so the mighty Glorfindel finally graces me with his presence. I wondered how many more elves I would have to rot away before I drew you forth. Be silent. My people in these lands shall not suffer your pestilence any longer. Your reign ends today. Nothing shall keep my blight from Middle-earth, not even you, firstborn. A minion of plague? How nice. Okay. Another minion of plague. Somewhat powerful. So be it. Wait, I have to fight him after all? I shall. I have no choice. There is no obstacle for me. Ah, it's not an obstacle for me too, if you ask me, but nobody asked me, I guess. Okay. Not this day. Where I go, you shall. Where I go, you shall not follow, and know this. The north shall rot all of Eriador, laying to rest evil dead. You have helped Glorfindel defeat Fëanor and his minions. Well, but let me reread this, guys, because this was important what Fëanor said. So he said, not this day. Where I go, you shall not follow. And know this. And this is interesting. The north shall rot all of Eriador. The north shall rot all of Eriador. I mean, this is huge, right? So Eriador is this entire piece of land here. And the north shall rot it. So what is the north? Angmar? Angmar is technically part of Eriador, right? Is it Forkel? Also part of Eriador, the north. Is it any further north we don't know of? It's just a very interesting way to put things, right? Okay, let's continue here. It is as I feared. Fëanor has escaped, Passabor. Let us return to Rivendell. Yes, exactly. That's why. Why does it say you have helped Glorfindel defeat Fëanor and his minions? Well, not really, right? Limit them, but not defeat them. Okay, let's talk to him here in a more quiet and secluded place.
How can I be of service?
Alas, that Fëanor escaped. He is a dire foe and presents a threat to even the power of Rivendell. We will need to remain vigilant. Return to Master Elrond and let him know how we fared against the Gauntlord. Absolutely. We must do that. Okay, I'll see you back at Elrond's library. Sorry, I just got so agitated I cannot even speak without doing stuttering. It happens to the best of us, right? And to the worst of us. Okay, enough of that silliness. I'll see you at Elrond's library. The Nazgul will never cross the Bruinen while I remain in Rivendell, I think he said, or something along those lines. Well, even that is not certain, Master Elrond, for I have some significant news here.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
Lord Glorfindel is correct. Thorndir's escape means that the elves of Rivendell must remain vigilant. With such a great evil loose on the world, Rivendell's security becomes of much greater import. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid. For a time, at least. Thorndir has been hindered. Exactly, hindered. That's the word. Not defeated, like the stupid narrator told us. Okay, at this point, I think we're good. We will speak more. We'll talk to Elrond many more times, is what I'm trying to say, but now let's try to use the Glorfindel's beryl at the Ford of Bruinen. I shall meet you way over there. Here we are, guys, approaching the Ford of Bruinen. The Nazgul were denied passage across the Bruinen at this crossing. They were? Oh, please, Vicious Mountain Bear. Now is not the time for such petty fights. Okay, so this beryl was given to you by Lord Glorfindel to aid in tracking the missing rider. Yes, indeed. So let's admire the reflection of the moon in the river Sabruinen, but then let's just use the beryl. Wow. I surprised myself. You hold the beryl of Glorfindel aloft, and it glows with a pale light, like this. So it glows with pale light. What does that mean? Is that what everything we had to do here? Well, I guess pale light is significant enough information, because now we have to just bring Glorfindel's beryl to Lord Glorfindel. Alright. Okay, well, let's return to Rivendell then. The short way. It was quite a ride from Rivendell to here. I enjoyed it, but it takes time. So, from here to Glorfindel now will be a short ride. Oh, a little longer than expected, because this is on the other side, huh? Okay, I'll meet you, Glorfindel. I will spare you the pretty but well-known path at this point. Yet more business here with Glorfindel.
May Govanen.
You have returned, Basabor. Did you notice any change in the beryl I gave you when you arrived at the fort? Yes, I think it was like a pale glow. The beryl began to glow? That is what I expected, and I am glad it was so, for it shall be our means of locating the Nazgul that remains hidden within the wilderness. The 9 servants of the enemy and shadows beneath his greater shadow are creatures of such evil that the land cannot bear their presence. This beryl will glow in places where they have been. It will allow us to follow the missing rider's trail. Great.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I do not often travel into the wild, though I will do so when the need is great. As the Ranger Aragorn or his small friend Frodo Baggins could tell you. Small friend. He's no small friend of Aragorn. He's a good friend of Aragorn. He's small in stature, but that does not make him small friend. A small friend. The Sons of Elrond are better suited for directing your search for the missing Nazgul. I leave my beryl in your care for the time being, and ask you to return with it to Aladan at his camp of Thornhat. He will know where you should bring it to follow the traces of the Nazgul. Go with speed and with clarity of vision. The beryl will help you to find this stray servant of the enemy. But what will you do when you find him, I wonder? Well, that remains to be seen. Regaining the trail.
What can I do for you?
Eladon's camp of Thorinhat is located among the Bruinland Gorges, west of Imladris and north of the Bear Dance. Bring him the barrel and my good wishes, and I hope that each will give the sons of Elrond what they need to seek out this evil. Alright, okay then. I shall see you at the Thorinhat camp. Alright, finally, here we are at Thorinhat after another long ride. And again, an enjoyable one. Eladon,
What do you need?
the words of Lord Glorfindel are most wise, and his gift at this barrel brings me hope that we may be able to regain the trail of this missing Nazgul. You have my thanks, Passabur, but now I must determine where we're to bring the barrel in order to reveal the Nazgul's location.
Mind my words, traveler.
Yes. I have given some thought to our riddle, Passabur, and while I do not know if this is the answer, my heart tells me that we must exhaust this course before we can be sure it is fruitless. Many caves dot the wilderness of the Trollshows, home to the creatures that give this place its name. The missing Nazgul suffered some grievous hurt when caught between the fires of Glorfindel and the ranger Aragorn and the waters of Bruinen, and he must have escaped to some secluded corner of the wild to regain his strength. I believe he fled to one of the troll caves. Possibly. I will write down the names and locations of 3 caves. Descend into the deepest chamber of each, and hold Glorfindel's barrel aloft. We must learn if the Nazgul hid within one of these caves, in order to pick up his trail. Bring allies to these caves, for the trolls that lurk within are dangerous. Here are my notes, Passabur. Okay. Hiding in the dark.
How can I be of service?
I gave you my notes on the troll caves you should search, Passabur. Descend to the deepest chamber within the caves Torogrot, Norat, and Tingroth, and hold aloft Glorfindel's barrel. Okay, so that's good. So I'm glad that a couple of the caves are around the area which we haven't explored, this particular scouts camp, where we haven't been before, so this will be a good excuse for us to visit the camp as well. Now let's take a look at and see if, what the notes say, and that will be a good place to end the episode. Eladon's notes. The Cave of Norath. At the base of the slope that rises to Thorinhat, walk east along the rolling hills. If you were to follow the slope as it rises on your left, you would come in time to the ruins of Ostondol. Instead, when you see the line of stonework on the cliff's edge, look to your right. You will see Nurt among the rocks. Okay. The Cave of Torogrot. Torogrot is not far from the last bridge. Leave the road and strike north into the wild. East of Osturgon, you'll find a space between the hills that will allow your passage north. A gentle slope on your left rises to Torogrot. Okay, and finally, the Cave of Tingroth. Tingroth is not far from Torogrot, but the ruins of Ostbelegram are known to be thick with stone trolls. Not a problem, I'll deal with them. If you have a good deal of faith in your abilities, oh yes, and in those of your allies, even without allies, I can do it. You can pass through the Arch of Ostbelegram and travel a short way north to the camp of Toronio. Currently scouting the North Trollshows at my brother's behest. I like this name, Toronio. She can guide you to Tingroth, for she is most familiar with that area. If you choose to avoid the dangers of Ostbelegram, you will need to pass further east. There is no assurance that the way is easier, but you may be fortunate. And on that note, I wish you good fortune, my friends. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.